want to talk about an omnibus today. Howard the Duck omnibus from Chip Zadrsky, not his real name. This is not a very thick omnibus, but it's a very funny omnibus. Oh, it's really funny. If you like Ryan North's Squirrel Girl stuff, this was coming out at the same time and there is a crossover between them. We'll have a flip through and I'll tell you more about the story and that in a minute. But obviously, if this helps you decide on buying a book, please give us a thumbs up. It does help. And we'll do a bit about pricing and wrap up after the flip through. So go on, let's have a look at the flip through. Right then, so we've got the Howard the Duck omnibus from Marvel. Not much on the front or back covers to really write home about, just a nice little bit of art. Obviously written by Chip Zadrsky and art by Joe Quinones. You get a nice spread cover on the front and back of the hardcover. It made me laugh because the way he's holding Biggs the cat on the front makes it look just like when you hold my cat Millie, and she looks pissed off about that. You get Squirrel Girl and Craven on the back cover as well. Their inclusion will make sense once you actually read the book. But you get a nice contents page showing the issues and the dates and who's involved on the creation. A little introduction, then you're straight into it. You see Howard is in the Slammer, and he meets up with Tamara Tam, who becomes his sidekick partner in his private investigation company. He shares an office or building with She-Hulk, and there's lots of jokes to be had. I mean, I can't go through every joke because it's really sort of contextual and how they're written, but you end up with Chip Zdarsky taking a trip through the Marvel universe and just taking the piss all the way along. You have bits that made me laugh in particular are how he treats Spider-Man. Whenever something goes wrong for Spider-Man, he thinks someone might be dead. You end up with Spider-Man going no and just like breaking down because he can't handle the loss of anyone. It just tickled me. The way it's put in the story, it's better than it sounds. You also get Aunt May working as his sort of secretary PA, and you have a main storyline running through it where you have clones of him and Rocket Raccoon travelling through time, and them having to solve issues surrounding that. I'm trying not to give away the story too much, but it involves the Collector. You have the Power Cosmic, and you've got Howard sort of dealing with that in his own special way, and he also becomes the nexus of all realities at one point as well. There's a cyborg cat in here called Biggs. Now, if you've seen my review or read We 3, you'll see that Biggs's design is very much an homage to the artwork for the cat in that book, and there's no issue with that as well. You have Howard going back to see his old partner from sort of classic Marvel days, and it's just a very well researched, heartfelt book that is also very hilarious when you read it. I mean, if you don't get the sense of humour, that's fine, but I enjoyed it. For the price I got it for, just under 30 quid, I really was pleased with the buy, and it doesn't outstay its welcome. And it's from an era of Marvel that I really like, and I think a lot of people actually dislike it, which is the Marvel Now era, where they were trying things around the 2015. And I just love those books. Okay, so that was the book. As I say, not the biggest one, but really funny. Excellent value for money. Not a slog to read at all. And the way the stories are written, you can pick them up, put them down. You don't have to read through them all at once. This I dragged out reading because I was enjoying it. I would read like 1 or 2 issues on a night, have a little chuckle, and then go to sleep. Price-wise, it's priced between, I've seen it for £27 at its very lowest, brand new, up to, sky's the limit because some twat will charge 60 quid for it, but up to let's say £36 you might want to pay for it. It's certainly in that bracket. I won't go any more than that unless you were desperate for it and felt it was going to go out of print, but it's certainly between this 27 at the very lowest up to about 36. But it's really worth having for your collection. Obviously I don't think they're going to bring out a hardcover version because there's so few issues of it, and it's just a great funny book, and it's very rereadable, I would say, as well, because there's lots of jokes you might miss first time through. Certainly worth getting. let me know what you think about the book. Did you like this run? Is this in up your street? I'm surprised I haven't brought out a Squirrel Girl Omnibus yet. I've got the hardcovers, well, there behind me. And I'm waiting on that Omnibus. I think it might even need to be 2, to be honest, unless they do a DC and bring out an absolutely massive one. But yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to like and subscribe.